right in the bottom of the bar area, there's a shoebox with a turtle in it.
From where? What is that doing there?
What? I was gonna give it as a gift to my nephew.
Okay, all right.
What's going on, guys? Welcome to Rattle Reactions. Today we're gonna be reacting to a really funny comedian. It's Norm Macdonald, R.I.P. Norm Macdonald. We're gonna be reacting to him on Conan. Conan O'Brien was a late night talk show for a long time, and Norm Macdonald was actually one of his really good friends, and he always used to bring him on to the show and have him, interview him and have him be a guest. He always had some crazy antics, so I really want to react to this one. I think you guys are going to enjoy it as well. It should be really funny and really crazy because you never know what Norm is going to say. He always says some crazy things. But before we do that, please make sure you guys support the channel and subscribe to it and click the post notifications so you guys will get my videos every time I post them. Also, if you guys want to support, make sure you guys check out my Patreon. That's where I do all my full TV show and movie reactions. Let's go ahead and get into this. This is Norm Macdonald on Conan. He's got a few interviews on here.
Number one rule for being a serial killer, don't rent. You gotta own the basement. You gotta own the crawl space.
You gotta work your way up to that.
Okay.
Hey, let me ask you this. Did you ever toss a prostitute off a bridge?
See what I'm saying, guys? See what I'm saying? He always says some wild stuff. So get ready for some wildness. The wildness is coming.
Something. I don't think you should host Late Late Show. I think you should take my slot because I am vacating it. I am leaving. I think you should take over. There's an opening here at the Conan Show. Because every year they try and have a season finale where everybody gets into a Zeppelin and blows up, Something.
Well, now you've given it away.
It's a Zeppelin. It's a Zeppelin. All right.
Are you talking about Melrose Place?
Melrose Place. I remember that show.
No, because
Norm's always got
You're
something
the
to say.
biggest ass I ever met.
It's stunning how Jay Leno outfoxed you again.
Yeah, he's good.
I remember that.
You think, like, everybody's like, oh, I'm Jay Leno. They do the voice and everything. Meanwhile, he's the shrewdest guy. He outfoxed. You're in good company.
Yeah, he did outfox him. That's true. I mean, back in 2008, 2009, Conan was supposed to take over the Tonight Show for Jay Leno, but Jay Leno didn't want to let it go.
Fox Johnny Carson, David Letterman. Every 10 years, some redheaded rube shows up.
Oh.
So that's the phone call you got.
Yeah.
Your agent's like, there's good news and bad news. You are doing the Tonight Show. It's true. Mm-hmm. But remember that discussion where you said, I'll never have to follow Leno again?
You had to follow Leno again.
When did you hit bottom? I said, I don't know. The cool part of it was the girls all get up, right? And all their stories are all the same. Whenever they hit bottom,
right.
Every story is the same. They're like, when I hit bottom, I a guy for a drink, and you're like, oh.
What? That's a bad story. Come on, Norm.
Yeah.
Look at the old ladies in the crowd. Come on. The old ladies never heard nothing like that. Can't say that on television, Norm.
Just take them out of the studio for the Norm part and then bring them back?
I dated a guy once. Well, we dated and we broke up. And to get back together, he gave me like this little G-string outfit. Ooh. Like this little, and I was like, wait a minute. That's for you. That's not for me. So stuff like that is not good. Another guy gave me a keychain, a plastic keychain.
Well, that guy is a moron. How do I get the supermodel back? Hey, look, $1.99 at the airport. I heart New Jersey. He really gave you a keychain?
He gave me a plastic. I was going to bring it out, but I couldn't get it off of my keys, so I left it backstage. But he gave me a keychain.
Why didn't you bring out the G-string?
Norm, nice. Nice, Norm. Always says what's on his mind.
I love that my dirty uncle's here for this tonight.
what you gotta do. You gotta bring out that G-string.
Multiple black eyes, landing on my butt a lot. It took a little while.
Okay.
Being crippled?
No. I didn't. No.
I should have warned you about him.
I know.
Don't do that. That's not cool.
Yeah, thank you.
That's not cool. So this
I
is.
grew up in Alabama.
You and him embrace?
Yeah, lots of making out.
Oh, for God's sake.
Nothing but making out.
All right.
It's like 9.5 weeks, but Carrot Top. We were doing.
Wow. I gotta check out that movie.
Is it called 9.5 Seconds?
Oh. Shots at Carrot Top.
Like he's premature ejaculated.
Thanks for explaining it.
You know what happened? This is what happened.
Thanks for explaining
You know what
it.
happened? He said 9.5 seconds, and I'm looking at him because I know there's more. And I wait, and I see the glimmer in the eye, and then
Glimmer in his
bang!
eye.
I thought you were going to, but no. But what's the movie going to be called? Really?
I know what it's going to be called.
Yeah, what's that?
If it's got Carrot Top in it, you know what a good name for it would be?
What's that, Norm?
What?
Box Office Poison.
That's messed up.
What about my career?
Courtney
That is
Thorne
messed
Smith,
up.
the girl sitting to your left, is in the movie.
I'm going to go see it for fun.
After you steer everybody else away?
No, I love this girl. I would see any movie with this girl in it. She's a beautiful lady and a talented, nice talk show guest.
As evidenced by her appearance on our rival show. All right, well, there's this 2-hour season finale of Melrose Place. There's this movie coming out.
Yes.
Title undetermined at this point.
Chairman of the board.
Oh, all right. Do something with that, you freak.
I bet the board is spelled B-O-R-E-D.
Conan, you shouldn't have set Norm up like that. Come on, he said do something with that. You're just setting him up. You just set him up. Norm Macdonald. Oh, man. He was definitely one of a kind. He, you know, very unique. Obviously, he was on SNL for a long time. He's had a lot of different skits that he's done. A lot of funny skits. A lot of crazy skits. He did a podcast after that as well. We're just going to keep going. We're just going to check out some of his other interviews. We're going to keep going. Here we go.
For your
Where are you guys
entrance.
from, man? Oh, sweet.
Sweden.
That's Sweden?
Yeah.
God bless you, man. Everything's good about, you know, you're an Irishman. My mother, she was orange. My father, he was green. It was the biggest mix-up that you have ever seen. I'm Scottish.
He's Scottish.
I'm
Oh.
a Scot. You're Irish.
Yes.
What are you?
Swedish German.
Swedish German.
Swedish German, okay.
Yeah, really. Why would I lie about that? It's not
No,
funny.
it's very odd. 'Cause
It's not funny.
It's a very strange lie. I put one over on those people. Yeah.
Swedish German.
No, I'll tell you why it's funny, man, because I was in Georgia, Atlanta, Georgia.
Yeah.
I met a good old boy down there, and he said, he said, you know Andy Richter?
Yeah? Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
You met a guy in Georgia and he said, you know Andy Richter?
Oh, yeah, you guys do well there.
Oh.
And he said, I said, yeah. He said, have you ever heard of Andy Richter joke? I said, no. He said, well, most of it's based on him being Swedish German. And then he told me an Andy
He's not
Richter
funny.
joke. And
Really?
but I didn't know he was Swedish German. I thought it was all nonsense.
Yeah, well, now this lines up perfectly. Let me ask you something, because it sort of relates to the first...
Wait, don't you want to hear the joke?
No!
Wait, no.
Oh, you're down to 6. You're down to 6. All right, this joke will get you back
You
up.
can get him back.
Let's hear the joke.
Well, the fellow says, he says, you ever heard a time about the old prospector? That's how he talks.
Prospector.
He says, He says, man, there was no prospector, and he was prospecting for gold, and he was having a hell of a time getting any gold. It was an empty stake, I believe. And he said he'd come into town one day. He'd been in the mine for a good 8 months. He said, by God, he said, I'm only flesh and blood. Sure. Yeah. And I need a woman. You know? And so he goes into town. He goes up to the bartender. He says, bartender, he says, man, I've been in that mine for a hell of a long time, and I'm only flesh and blood. I need a woman. Well, the bartender says, hell, there ain't no women in this town. If you want to do any of that business, all we got is Andy Richter, the Swedish German.
Oh. That's not right. That's not right.
The prospector, he says, no, he says, hell, I ain't into that funny stuff, you know. He says, I'll be fine. So he goes back to his state, you know, and he's back in that mine, man, and 6 months passes, and a year passes, and Conan, you know, people are weak. Man is made of flesh and pride, as the scriptures tell us, and by God, that old prospector finally broke to his knees and he said, I'm no worse than he went back to the bar. He was a beaten man. He says to the bartender, he says, hell, man, I've been in that place 2.5 years. A man has needs, and if you say there's no women in this here town, he says, well, I'll have to go for Andy Richter, the Swedish German. But he says, listen now, he says, man, I'm a tough old hombre, you know, and I got friends now. He says, I don't want anybody to know about this. You know, this is back in the old days.
Sure, yeah.
He says,
I can tell by the accent, yeah.
He says, I got my cowpoke friends and so forth. I'd hate to hell anybody know about this. You know, this got to be all secret. Nobody.
Accent is crazy.
I say, nobody can know about this. Bartender says, well, 4 people will know about it. How do you figure that? He says, well, he says, I'll know about it. He says, you'll know about it. Andy Richter, the Swedish German, will know about it. And the feller that has to hold down Andy will know about it.
Why?
Why? Because Andy Richter, the Swedish German, he don't go for that funny business neither.
Well, at least you left me my dignity.
Yeah.
I like the way that story ended.
Yeah,
That was a nice...
You weren't gay.
Right. Yeah.
Because you weren't gay.
That's beside the point.
You were
No, it's more.
Thanks for explaining it. Oh, Lord.
It's more that I wasn't prostituting myself.
I didn't know this, but you were a bartender.
Yeah, I did a lot of jobs
That's an
before I
old
got
one.
into
Wow,
comedy.
the
You know, and for a
90s.
while I was slinging the hash. No.
You idiot!
Was he really?
That was when I was a fry cook. I was a
nice.
bartender. I was
So you were
slinging the drinks, you know?
Sure, right.
And, oh, man, that was fun. I'll tell you what was fun about being a bartender. Always a story, you know? Always
Really?
something funny happening down at the bar.
Well,
And,
that's perfect for a talk show, then.
Yeah, this is a good example. I was, one time I was working in there. Drunk guy comes in, you know? And you're not supposed to serve the drunk guys. You know, that's one of the things you learn. So,
Okay.
and also you learn how to make the drinks.
Yeah.
But, so the drunk guy comes in, you know, real drunk, you know, 3 sheets to the wind, you know. So this character sits down, you know, and I says to him, I says, what do you want? I can't serve you, you know. He goes, I don't want a drink, he says, you know. He says, I want to shoot a dart at your dartboard, you know. So I go to the guy, say, you can't shoot a dart at my dartboard. He goes, you're not in this, you're drunk, you know. I said, I'm not going to let you, that'd be dangerous. That's a sharp thing, a dart, you know.
Right.
So the guy goes, no, let me shoot 1 shot at the dartboard. So I go, all right, 1 shot, that's it. So the guy shoots the dart, bullseye. I never seen anything like it, you know? Even in his state, bullseye. So the guy says to me, he says, what do I win? You know? So I don't know what he wins. I'm confused, you know? So I start looking around, try to find something for him. And I see right in the bottom of the bar area, there's a shoebox with a turtle in it.
From where? What is that doing there?
What? I was gonna give it as a gift to my nephew.
Okay, all right.
He wanted a turtle, and I said, I'll get him a turtle. That'll be a good gift.
Okay.
But then later I thought, that's a dumb gift, a turtle. Nobody likes a
does
turtle,
that
you
have
know?
to do
The
with
kid will
the
probably
joke?
just put him on his back until he dies. Kids are cruel, you know? So I said, why not just give it to this drunk?
Okay.
You know?
Okay.
So I said, here's your prize, here it is. And so the guy takes it in a shoebox, you know, and he goes, thanks, and he walks out with it. So I figured that's the last I'll ever see of that guy.
Sure.
Right.
2 weeks later, the guy shows up again, drunk again. So now I go, oh my God, that's that guy from 2 weeks ago, you know?
Right, right.
So he walks up to the bar. I go, I can't serve you, buddy. I can't do that. He goes, he says, I want to shoot a dart at your dartboard. I go, no, man, I let you do that before. He goes, but I got a bullseye. I say, yeah, but you can't do that again. You know, that was luck. He goes, let me try. So he takes it, shoots it, bullseye again.
Oh, man.
So he goes, what do I win? You know? So I'm confused. I don't know, you know? I look around. I go, I don't know. I go, what did you win last time? He goes, oh, last time. He goes, last time I won a roast beef on a hard roll. It was the turtle.
We know it was the turtle. It was the turtle. We know.
Oh my God.
It was the turtle.
Guy must have gone out and ate it. It was crazy.
Oh, he ate the turtle. I see now.
It was crazy.
That's the real end of the joke.
It wasn't a joke. That
I
was
know
a
it
true
really
story.
happened, right? God forbid that was a joke. Sorry for calling what really happened to you a joke. I apologize. All right, well, listen, starting out live this week, Christine Baranski. She's funny. And The Cure.
Yeah.
Sounds like a good show. You'll be there.
I'm excited about Wayne Newton, seeing him. I don't know these people, but Wayne Newton.
Wayne Newton, yeah, you gonna
Yeah.
stick around for Wayne Newton?
I can't wait to see him.
Mr. Excitement, yeah,
Oh,
that's
he's
cool.
the greatest.
He's
I
gonna
saw
be
him.
great.
I saw him when I was a kid.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he was so great, you know?
All right.
He gives it his all, that guy. No, seriously.
I'm sure he does. I didn't mean to laugh. I mean,
I
he
met
does.
him backstage. This guy looks younger than us.
Yeah, he does.
He's a great looking. You guys are going to have fun in a few minutes.
What a great plug. You got to stick around. You got to take it from Norm Macdonald, everybody.
Guys, that was
Thanks,
Norm Macdonald, guys. What did you think? That was Norm. Obviously, some of these interviews are a little bit older, but they're still hilarious. And Conan and Norm are such good friends that Conan just starts laughing at all of Norm's jokes. He just can't stop laughing at Norm's jokes because his jokes are incredible. And the stories he tells, they keep going and going and going until they hit you with that one punchline. And you don't even know why it's so funny, but it is. So let me know if you guys enjoyed it. Please like the video below if you guys enjoyed it. I'm going to do more interviews like this if you guys enjoy these type of videos. Also, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel and click the post notification so you guys can get all my videos whenever I put them out. And if you guys want to support the channel in other ways, please make sure you go to my Patreon. The link is below in the description, and you guys can support me and become a member so you guys can check out all my full TV show and movie reactions. Thanks, everybody, for being here, and we'll see you guys next time on Rado Reactions. Peace.